Okay, so I am doing an at-home organic Brazilian hair straightening treatment. And I've never done this before, but as you can see, I wanted you to see how frizzy my hair is. And I wanted to be able to see if, things that are $400, $500 in a salon can be boiled down for regular people to be able to do them themselves, if it's easy enough and if it works. So I want you to see my hair, really frizzy. Oh my gosh, it's painful for me to show this. But I'm going to start now, and I'm going to put the treatment on, and we're going to see if this thing really works, okay? I should have smooth curls by the when we're done with this, okay? So stay tuned. Thanks. Okay, so step one was washing your hair with this really nice smelling shampoo. If you have super curly frizzy hair like I do, it recommends to wash your hair twice with it and then don't put conditioner on afterwards, because conditioners will smooth out and seal the cuticle, and we don't want that. We want to be able to use the Brazilian treatment to smooth out the curl and the frizz and the cuticle. So step one, wash your hair twice with the clarifying shampoo. Step two, towel dry your hair so it's about 80% dry. So if you've got frizzy hair like I do, you should be really seeing all that crazy frizz by now. Hopefully your hair is not quite as frizzy as mine. I think you might even have better results. All right, so you put your gloves on, and then step two is to put the solution on roots to tips without saturating it. So you're going to put it on roots to tips without saturating it, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so I just put my hair up in a clip because I'm going to put this on really well, and since my hair is so curly frizzy, I want to do it in sections. It doesn't say that you have to do it in sections, but I'm thinking with this kind of hair you might want to do it in sections. So clip up half your hair. I'm going to do the back first and then do the front, and put it on without saturating it, and I'll show you what it looks like. But I just wanted to give you my little tip that I just did. Add it on. Maybe they'll put it in the directions next time. Bye. Okay, so I have now put all of the product through my hair. You kind of comb it through with your fingers, and you get these great little plastic gloves so you don't get any on your hands. Comb it through roots to tips. Get it all through your hair, but don't make it too wet. There's a lot of product. I have a lot of curly frizzy hair, and I did not use the entire bottle, so that shows you that you can do this if you've got a lot of hair, and you should have enough for the whole head, and you might have a little left over. It doesn't say so in the instructions, but since I have all these little cowlicks and really frizzy roots, I put extra there, but it does say don't get it on your scalp or your skin, which when you've got this curly frizzy hair here, you kind of have to, so I'm hoping that's okay. Now, it says to be in a ventilated area. You smell it, and it doesn't smell toxic, but then when you start breathing a lot, you kind of feel like, okay, I think I should be in a ventilated area. It feels fine on. You're supposed to leave it on for 30 minutes, and then you're supposed to blow dry your hair as straight as you possibly can with the blow dryer, and then you're supposed to flat iron it in sections. So I'm going to show you the whole process. As of now, I'm still excited that I did not pay $400 to have this done by a professional, but I'm not done yet, and we don't know how long it's going to last, and we don't know if it gets all my frizzes out. And by the way, I just want to get rid of my frizz. I love my curls, but if I can just alleviate a little frizz here and there, I'll be psyched. So I'll keep up with you in what's next. Bye. Okay, so I've let it sit for a half an hour, and now I'm going to pin up my hair in sections. Again, it doesn't say it to do on the directions, but since what I've learned on the internet is that it works better if you pin it up and you really straighten it in sections. So I'm going to straighten my whole hair out, and I'll show you at the end, and then I'll use the flattening iron to do it in 1-inch sections. So we'll see what happens. We're on our, I don't know, third or fourth step. And okay, so here's an update. I clipped my hair up, and I started blowing out, straightening my hair. You can see it looks pretty smooth, pretty straight. Two things to consider. Number one, I actually just got a phone call from my girlfriend, Luciana, who is a beautiful Brazilian superstar. And she was like, no, you didn't do that. Don't Brazilian straighten. It makes your hair so limp and lifeless and it takes away all the curl. So I was a little bit freaked out about that. She said, if you just want to keep some of the curl, don't use a straightening iron. But since this is kind of an at-home organic, non-formaldehyde formula, I'm thinking that it's not going to be as strong as a professional in-salon treatment. Second thing for you to consider is that it is like blow drying your hair with a bottle of deep conditioner in it. So if you are not really strong or really used to blow drying your own hair out, this is a very hard process. Meaning that not only does it take a long time and you have to make it really, really straight, but it's a real arm workout, and if you have a hard time doing the back of your hair normally, this is going to make it even harder. So my suggestion is maybe you should do this with a friend and do each other's hair. It might save your arms a little bit and it may make it a little faster because this process is taking me a little longer. I'm used to blow drying my hair beautifully straight just from being a model and having my frizzy hair. I'm a little freaked out that it's not going to be my curls still. It's going to be too straight. I will tell you that, but I'm still going to go for it, and I'm going to decide a little later if I'm going to use the flat iron. Okay, so finish blow drying your hair, and we'll talk after. Bye. Okay, so I have finished blow drying my hair out, straightening my hair, and as you can see, it's really straight. Two things I wish they had on the instructions. Number one, that you really have to pull it and make it straight. So it could be hard to blow it out yourself. And number two, that the reason you don't put so much product on to saturate it is because if you put too much product on, it really makes it hard to blow dry. And I kept thinking if you put more product on, it would make it straighter, but what it does is it just makes it so thick and cakey that it's truly like, I feel like my hair is, well, I don't feel like my hair's ever been this dirty. Like, it feels so dirty, but I know it's clean, and it's just the product in it. Anyway, so it does feel straight. I haven't used the straightening iron yet. I'm going to sit with it for a couple hours and see how I feel. Because I'm worried if I don't use the straightening iron, I will not be getting rid of my frizz, which is my biggest issue. But then if I do use the straightening iron, does that mean I'm not going to have a little bit of bounce and a little bit of curl after I wash it the first time? So these are some questions that I will go on the internet and try and figure out. But for now, I would say it's a very interesting, cool experience. I think you can absolutely do this at home. But if you have long hair and a lot of it, I would have a friend help you blow your hair out because I feel like I just did about 100 push-ups and I'm not that out of shape. So I guess you can see what it looks like. It looks pretty good, but I swear it feels so dirty. Anyway, I'll let you know if I use the straightening iron, and we'll keep up with it and see what happens when I first wash it in 48 hours and then how it looks for the rest of the month. All right, talk to you soon. Bye. Hi there. Okay, so this is 48 hours later. I took a shower. It was really hard to keep my hair straight for 48 hours because if you have really curly hair like I do, I end up wearing my hair in a bun or a ponytail all the time just because I can't take having all that mass of curls and frizz around my neck all the time, so it was really hard to keep it straight, but I worked very hard to do so because I wanted to be true to the directions. So I just worked out and took a shower, and so this is what I've got. I have no product in it right now. I will tell you that my hair has never been this straight out of the shower before, so that's really kind of cool. Here is what I think the issues are. I feel like my hair had a lot of breakage. Now, it could be just because it's so slick and, soft that I feel like I have half the hair I used to have, but I feel like up here there was a lot of breakage, and my hair just seems so much skinnier than it's ever been before that I'm thinking there's got to be some damage here. And the second thing is that I know it says it's formaldehyde free, and there's a lot of controversy on the internet about this. It smells weird. So I don't know what the ingredient is. You can call it cocoa butter and Brazilian nut and all that kind of stuff all you want, but something smells kind of funky, and it makes me think that there's a chemical in here that is either a derivative of formaldehyde or turns into formaldehyde or was formaldehyde, but something smells toxic and you're left with it, and it kind of, you can still smell it. It's got a residual smell. Anyway, so I'm going to put a little gel in my hair, and I'm going to put it back in a ponytail because that's all I do. I have no curl. Right now you can see I have no curl. I used to have some ringlet curl. I kind of wanted that, and I just wanted to alleviate the frizz. But as you can see right at the root, I really don't have any frizz either. So I guess I kind of have to take the good with the bad. You be the judge. You can do this. If you've got thick hair, you're going to need someone else to blow dry it for you, unless you're really strong and you can get it really straight. But I'll show you what it looks like when I'm all fancied up and see if you like it. Talk to you soon. Bye.